to talk about housing with complex needs. So stepping up from the basic supported housing, which is generally people with low-level mental, physical needs, and disabilities. Complex needs goes into those higher levels, more so to the supported living side of things. This could include severe physical and mental challenges, as well as social challenges that require an holistic and coordinated approach to support. According to the UK government, there are around 3 million people with learning difficulties, and that doesn't even take into account the hundreds of thousands of people that are in need of these services that may have the same mental health difficulties that are going undiagnosed. Providing housing for these people can be challenging for a number of reasons, and the reality is the demand just outweighs the supply. As a result, many individuals rely on temporary or emergency housing or shelter to cover the issue, but it's really not a long-term solution. Another challenge is the cost. In order to really deliver this service, not only do you need an accommodation that's set up to deliver the service, you also need a support team in place. This could be specialised staff, experienced managers. It could also mean adaptations made to the property. Properties like this and situations like this have to be built for purpose, set up for purpose. It can't be that someone with a property is just deciding tomorrow that they want to do this. They do have to liaise with the right care provider and have a plan to actually bring this to fruition. It's not something that can just be switched on and switched off, which is a bit of the issue here. Things like this work best when a care provider that is targeting a certain group of people meets with a landlord, and they can work together to actually produce a property with the right specs, requirements and needs. That's why when we're talking about long-term leases, we're talking a 3-year to 5-year would be for a low-level support, something that is a bit more interchangeable. But anything above that, we're talking 5, 10 and even above. In my time doing social housing, I've really come to like the housing first model. The housing first model focuses on providing individuals with complex needs with a permanent accommodation first as a first step, rather than as a reward for achieving certain goals. Having somewhere stable, somewhere consistent, somewhere where they can call home, develop, grow and get into a routine allows that individual to become settled, and then that's when the real care can take place and start. Overall, the issue in this sector, I would say, boils down to two main issues. One is lack of knowledge and the other is lack of funding. Lack of knowledge in the sense that most landlords don't know that this exists. They don't know about the varying levels, and a lot of them are probably afraid. The idea is that they're going to have a client group in the property that may destroy the property, may become a nuisance or a risk. But once the right things are in place, a lot of this risk can be mitigated, and it can actually be quite profitable for private landlords and investors. A large part of this sector is not covered by government or council funding. Most of the time, government and council will cover either the support but not the housing element, or the housing element and not the support. But in all cases, they will never pay for the purchase, the refurb and the furnishing of the property. They will never bring a property to market. This is why there is a big need for private investment in this sector. For more information about what we do, please feel free to follow us on socials, send me a message, email or just call.